But seriously, who did you offend in Nigeria? I was just watching the recent speech of President of Ghana, John Mahama. Do you see how well spoken, well composed that man is when he's talking? Then he reach our turn, Bula Balu. We may be hungry. Even the former president of Ghana, small but 90, if that one open mouth to talk, like, see command of speech, see grammar, see composure. Most of the Ghanaian presidents, is it Jonathan Mills, is it Kufuor? My God. Nigerians, our mumu never do. Our mumu never do. When are we going to get tired of unqualified people leading us as a nation?
At the UN conference for 2025, presidents from every nation of the world were present, except the Nigerian president, who was represented by his vice. The Ghanaian president is trending after this event for so many beautiful reasons. Some feel it is because of his mannerism. Some feel it is his boldness and the way he presents his opinion. Many people are saying Ghana struck gold with His Excellency John Mahama after his pictures were featured as the New York Times Square. Guys, people are reacting. Ghanaians took to the streets in America to celebrate His Excellency. Why are people fascinated by John Dramani Mahama's speech yesterday? You'll get to know more in this video. You're welcome to my channel. I'm Delicious Army. Here I talk Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the good stuff relating to them. Kindly like this video and subscribe to the channel.
And so when the desert encroaches on our villages and towns and they become unlivable, we are forced to flee. Wasan Shiri, a Somali-born prophet, a Somali-British poet born in Kenya to Somalian refugee parents, was London's first youth poet laureate. She writes in her poem titled Home. And it says, you have to understand that no one puts their children in a boat unless the water is safer than the land. No one bends their palms under trains beneath carriages. No one spends days and nights in the stomach of a truck feeding on newspaper unless the miles traveled mean something more than just a journey. Madam President, we cannot normalize cruelty. We cannot normalize hatred. We cannot normalize xenophobia and racism. If we're going to tell a story, let's not tell it slant. Let's tell all the truth. When we speak of migrants, we speak of Mami Ewusi Mensah Frimpong, a judge on the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California. She's the first black female judge on any of California's 4 federal district courts. She was born here in America to immigrant parents from Ghana. We speak of Peter Bosman, a medical doctor in Ghana who moved to the town of Piran in Slovenia in the 1980s and later became the first black mayor of Piran, the first black mayor in Slovenia and in the whole of Eastern Europe. We speak of T. Michael, the iconic Ghanaian Norwegian artist and designer. And of course, we speak of the late Kofi Annan, former United Nations Secretary General. Former United Nations Secretary General and Nobel Peace Prize recipient, who was born in Ghana but spent his adulthood in various places in America and Europe. These are people who have brought great distinction to the countries that they decided to call home. Just as the migrants and the children of migrants before them did, I dare say these are not invaders. These are not criminals.
President Mahama will go down in history as one of the greatest presidents in Ghana. Let me explain. You see, at the UN General Assembly 80th Conference, President Mahama reminded leaders in 1945 only 4 African countries were at the table. Now why? The Berlin Conference in 1884 carved Africa like properties. Now by 2050, a quarter of humanity and a third of the world's youth will be African. His point, ignore Africa and you ignore the future. You see, when President Mahama spoke, his words will reach representatives from the world's major superpowers. The 5 permanent Security Council members, US, China, Russia, France and UK, and others like Germany, India, and Japan. President Mahama was speaking to the capital that shaped global rules and finance. He then highlighted Ghana. When he started his second term, inflation was above 23%, debt was high, and the city was collapsing. Now, 8 months later, inflation dropped to 11.5%. The city became the strongest performing currency in the world, and the 24-hour economy is transforming work. His reset agenda shows Africa isn't just surviving, it's recalibrating. President Mahama boldly calls out the UN. The Security Council still rewards the same 5 post-World War II powers, whilst Africa, 54 nations strong, has no permanent seats. He demanded a seat at the table with veto power for African nations. His words struck deep with a saying, if not now, then when? To even think that would have been the end, he even pushed further. The global financial system is rigged against Africa. He even called to end the Cuba blockade and honored Cuba's role in Africa's anti-apartheid fight. His comment on Gaza was very direct. If it looks like a duck, swims like a duck, and it quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. The crimes in Gaza must stop. He stated boldly. You see, to provide context, he was really saying we need to stop downplaying what's happening in Gaza or renaming it and call it exactly what it is. President Mahama also addressed reparations. The slave trade, he said, was the greatest crime against humanity. He vowed to bring a UN resolution demanding accountability for slavery and the looting of African resources and artifacts. He even warned the era of foreign companies exploiting Africa whilst its people stay poorer is over. I bet President Macron wouldn't like this. His final remarks was dedicated to women, celebrating Ghana's first female vice president, Nana Akufo-Addo. He said the UN should one day appoint its first female secretary general. Words matter, but representation matters even more. So at the UN General Assembly 80th Conference, President Mahama spoke not just for Ghana, but for Africa, demanding a reset of the UN, the global economy, and history itself. His message was clear: the future is Africa. So now my question is the world ready to accept that future? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and repost this video for more content like this.
From the observation of what is happening in this country, in Ghana, I want to ask so many questions to the president. So, Mr. President, number one, why are you supporting foreigners over Ghanaians? Number one, because it doesn't make sense to me. Because when you were coming for the vote, when you were doing your campaign, you came to Ghanaian people to vote for you. You came and you begged them. Now, when you got the power, it seems you prefer to please the foreigners over the Ghanaians. Let's talk about the retail businesses. Mr. President, retail businesses are for Ghanaians only. Why are you going to review the retail businesses? Are you going to review it to suit the foreigners, or you are going to review it to benefit Ghanaians? Then if that, then you should reduce tariff at the port so that Ghanaians can import goods instead of foreigners smuggling goods and selling them cheaper in the market. Mr. President, you are also sending 100,000 Ghanaians to Serbia. How did we get here? How are Ghanaian youth going to stay in Serbia, and what did Serbia do for Ghanaian youth or even for Ghanaians to deserve our human resources? Nigerians claim that you promised them that you were going to protect them because your mother is a Nigerian. Is this true? And Mr. President, why did you not declare that your mother was a Nigerian when you were asking for the mandate of Ghanaians during your campaign? Mr. President, you said that you are going to look for IP addresses of people who talk about hate, who incite hatred. Do you know that because of how you are, some of your words, Nigerians are abusing Ghanaians on this internet day in, day out, when they are the ones in our country? Mr. President, do you know that these Biafra people are T groups? Do you know that they are causing a lot of problems in Nigeria? Why are you supporting this agenda in Ghana? On January 7th, you swore that you were going to protect Ghanaians and the interest of Ghanaians. But everything that has happened so far does not show that you put the Ghanaian first. It shows that you are more interested in your diplomatic image, in your image to foreigners, to please them, at the detriment of the poor Ghanaian. Mr. President, what have you done, or what policies have you done to benefit the Ghanaian people so that they don't have to travel outside the country anymore? Please let me know. Thank you. And those who support the president, You can let me know. Thank you.
Let me thank Ghana people. Ghana don't loyal me. Ghana don't I don't loyal. No be say maybe I dey suffer or no be that kind of reality I'm talking about. Like I don't dey calm. Ghana don't humble me. I don't learn patience because of Ghana. That is the only thing I know. Say Ghana people they get 1%, like they get 100% for the whole world. If you stay for Ghana more than 1 year, 2 or 3 years, you must learn how to be patient. I don't patient. Like I don't acquire patience. Something happened today. What make me know say Dennis, you don't get patient. Ghana people, I thank you people for this one. Now really try for me. I'm a person will be say I dey do hurry too much, but Ghana don't calm me down. Ghana don't calm me down. I'm not like I don't be too soft. Ghana don't soft me. I swear, Ghana don't soft me. Will be say I dey hurry myself, I dey do everything fast, but Ghana don't humble me. I don't dey quiet, like I don't dey calm, like I don't met. If you do God. If person tell me say a day go calm, why go take cool like this? Why go dey like I go dey get patient like this? I don't go believe him. But I Ghana do am for me. The land of Ghana, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, the land of Ghana. The soil. I appreciate you. Land of Ghana. For you people giving me that kind of a patient life, patient like wisdom to be having patience. It shall be well with Ghanaians. It shall be well with the land. It's well with the land already. Because I know what happened today. I know go fit talk for social media. But person who really know me for real life, where they my side go know what happened, what make me the this thing. Because if the time will be say I never cool down, I never get patient. By now, for another thing. But thank God for everything, Sha. Oluwa, you are great. Bye-bye.
Mr. President, baby, I will be say Ghana office, taxpayers' money. You were $500,000 million demand. Fa, ne TikTok gender minister, me say fa, ne the chow. And the munyam sha, oko she Ghana. And dra, any is all you and general meeting. Yes, and I'm my president in here. I feel the TikTok gender minister. It's what I'm saying, president. And you will be the amendment. Let's just say, Mr. President, you go global. You know, BBC News, BBC Africa, BBC World, CNN. So, gee, Mike, na walk san. A one other African head of state, no. Any other countries, they see second or sergeant for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in Mr. President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Also, the liberation of the world is African. Into my Pan African, and I'm very. What's the Gazan Tokwam or Dawon? I just say, Ghana, one award in your home, Gazan Tokwam. What's the name? Yeah. Become a Gianni, I'm the man warm. I say, imagine, say, me say, the moment Gianni would be answered that. Mr. President, on the Mishaw, Miss Ram, you see a tribe and a tribe Munjai. Munjai, because Mr. President say, Gaza won't talk on. Also, I was saying, you and General Secretary Money Hanky say, Mr. President, to the initiative. Brothers, more advice on. Na me kwata answer ya kwasi afom wedi a on party wo opposition na mo MPP fiti kwam ebi so kwam ko fu MPP ni pen ye ana MPP bia baby once mo koye eyi a obi a mo koye meeting na UN meeting no said hey ye wo eyi bia ye display I say billboard enti UN general meeting na ekoso o mo display head of state bia e was ade na so for you to know that there is a UN general meeting taking place there and this are the head of state involved now so Ghana for there no if you share them ye because I'm for as I say no go capture hono I'm say Charlie mo share e fatana so that's ade so na mo before mo say wakocha Mr. President 17,500 okokoda so ade we 17,500 ya na for be yedu for mom UN meeting way it was financed and everything was done by the UN general UN secretary UN for na your program no Mati say mo express that go for go jale wo helicopter mu ne private jet mu e ya mo say ono dia Mr. President dem patrol pan unko chieska ono onye show my onye gaga yo Mr. President what so be make say the quote $100,000 that so before mo ti abem na mo say akofa the quote o she quote $120,000 mo say e ke bi da oje ne kaftan oje na African wear fe o promote culture smoker ni suita Lord na Mahama na to suit ni man kama na she mo say yes Lord na Mahama san mo Mr. President on kwaso nya mi shira wate ai no ma be gaga kakra mi se me gaga me jaye he say Mr. President mo say mo me gaga kakra mo say gaga na me say ba be TikTok you so president the president is Excellency John Dramani Mahama UN meeting what crazy occasion what you are the topic is Obi, Oma dog gives the head of state PR. Mr. President, I'm born Oma boarding. I'm Mr. President, I'm passing. I mean, shout. Want to pass here for every before pass here for no much antron. Want to Obi and feels to do fankam.
You all watched people's reaction. Nigeria demanded that, the country deserves a permanent spot at the UN. Let me know your opinion about that. And His Excellency John Mahama speaking about immigration, countries going at war, and a whole lot. And he said something that struck my attention, that countries should stop rejecting immigrants. According to Mahama, when immigrants come into your country, welcome them. Does this mean that he has finally answered Ghanaians' long-lasting questions about the Nigeria-Ghana must go? If Mahama can go to the UN and speak against deportation, then what makes you think as a Ghanaian that Mahama will support Nigeria must go? Well, not too much. I don't say it too much. But guys, looking at Mahama's tease in that event just blew me away. Right from time, I've always known John Dramani Mahama as that president that he's president worthy. Right from time. That's one thing I love about Mahama. He's president worthy. His physique, the way he carries himself. If you notice it, amongst all the presidents, it was that president that was, talking without reading it out. He was, I'm not saying he wasn't reading some clues from the screen, no, but, he was speaking from his heart. When someone is speaking from their heart, and when the person is just reading an already jotted PowerPoint, it's different. That's to tell you how intelligent and, worthy he is, to be a president. Now, someone was saying that we as a Nigerian president, why was he not available in an event like this? Why did he send the vice president? Well, now so we see him. That is all I can say. So watching this set of videos just goes to show how countries can develop within the twinkle of an eye. Because trust me, in events like that, we had investors all around, and they are reading your body language, your mannerism, the way you present yourself, and before you know it, deals will start coming in. The last time Mahama went to Japan, you all saw the deal he brought back to Ghana. Who knows the deal Mahama will bring back to Ghana from the UN press conference this time around? Because if you notice how they were all looking at him when he was talking, some were jotting things down. I was like, wow. Now, president, be this one. That is all I can say. Well, guys, that just goes to conclude that I don't think anytime soon Mahama is going to admit this Nigeria must go thing. In fact, I believe in my own opinion that Mahama frowns at it. Why? Because Mahama is smart. You don't do things like that. You know fully well that you also have so many Ghanaians outside Ghana that are illegal immigrants in the countries they find themselves. Nigeria, Ghana, and I think Zimbabwe were recorded the highest people who have the highest amount of African illegal immigrants in the US. So Mahama will not want to say because you are illegal in Ghana, let's deport you. Knowing fully well that he has citizens all over the world who also are illegal. We have the legal Ghanaians, we also have the illegal ones. So it is like if you're chasing illegal people out of your country, that means the people that are also illegal in other countries should come back. So I believe Mahama is going to play politics and is going to play it well when it comes to this Ghana-Nigeria thing, which I've been saying for a long time here. Mahama will not just sit down one day and say Nigeria, so you should pack your bag and go. He's well read. He understands what the world is saying right now. He knows how countries will frown at it. And he knows he will be putting other Ghanaians who are living outside Ghana illegally in harm's way. Trust me, nobody wants that. Feel free to drop your own opinions in the comment section. I'm Delicious Army here. I told Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the good stuff relating to them. Kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel.